Hello again guys, and welcome back to Warlock, Master of the Arcane. At the moment we have an uneasy peace with the yellow guy, and I'm still at war with the red guy. Need to build up a bit more of an army here to try and defend Los Agrilas. But Orkgate, I think, is his capital, and I would like to try and take that out if I can. He's got a few defensive buildings around. I'm just going to try and keep my peace with the yellow guy for as long as possible. It might be harder to maintain than one would think, but let's end the turn and see what happens from the last video. Now, we're still in a little bit of a predicament because we're very short of gold. No, that's not good. Very short of gold, but maybe I'm going about this wrong. Maybe what I should be concentrating on more is food production, because surplus food is converted into gold. So maybe that's the right way to be doing things. We're going to use this galleon, carry on firing at this thing over here. Hopefully we can get it wiped out. We now have these guys to deal with. So we'll do as much damage to them as we can from our range. Now they have a lot of health. What have we got here? These guys, I suppose, are our biggest threat at the moment. Right, let's give them a good old zap with our healer. That was a critical hit, which means our mages are free to take these guys out. Right, that's them finished. Still got a few units needing orders. You are going to camp there. Now, I'm at peace with the yellow guy, so I don't want to end up hitting his units, but we do need to start getting rid of all these forts and things that he's building, because they generally are not good. I'm really short of gold, though, and this makes it very, very difficult at the moment for me to produce any extra units. Got these units over here. I think these guys are just going to camp out until we deal with a lot of the other units we've got around. Not an awful lot you guys can do, so I don't want to run you... Well, we can run them forwards a little bit just to have a look and see what he's got. Right, he's got another city there, so that's good to know. So just had a little sneak peek there. And you guys, we said, are going to stay there. I thought we had another galleon somewhere. Where are we moving that to, and why? I know I definitely had two of them originally. Oh, there's the other one there. You haven't actually done anything this turn, so you may as well just carry on bombarding all the stuff on this island. Just for the fun of it. Yeah. Be really careful with this guy. What is he doing? What's going on off screen? Right, he's attacking my buildings. Quest has failed, which we knew it would, because we couldn't get the temple built in time. We can build a new building up here. This is probably because he just keeps knocking my defensive buildings down, which is very, very annoying. You see, we could build a pub, which gives us an extra 5 food at the cost of 1 gold, but extra food is converted into gold anyway. So potentially that could help. Or we could just build a market. I think I'm going to build a market because I really need to do something about the gold. Okay, so he's now got this unit up here, which is very, very annoying. I can hit it with my mages if I move my mages forward slightly, which I don't really want to do. How much damage can I do to it with my healer? Enough to completely destroy it, so that's fine by me. Right, we have an offer. He wants to make peace, and he wants to give me gold. I'm going to say yes. The reason for that is I just need to build up an army. We know we're going to go to war again eventually, because that's always the way it happens. But I'm so short of everything at the moment, particularly gold. He's given me some more, so that'll help. So let's keep taking these guys out as quick as we can. Maybe I should have moved that other galleon up and used it to help me try and take this thing out. Would have been a little bit quicker, but we'll see what happens there. You guys are just on the defensive, really. Okay, you might as well heal up.
Yes, my lord.
You're just going to stay there because you're guarding that city. Is it worth going back through this portal and having another look? Well, it is a little bit, I suppose. One thing you will notice here is that there are less units around to bother us. There's still plenty, don't get me wrong. You might even be able to take these imps out, to be honest. Which we did, which means we can move into that hex. And we get a promotion, which is very nice. Let's just give them extra damage. I don't think we're going to be able to take those things out. I'm going to pull them back if I can. Just try not to get them killed. Mages. What should we do with mages? I think you need to stay there for the time being and defend. Right, our alliance has now been broken with our ally, the elves. That's probably because we made peace with the red guy. But we could still probably renew that alliance, so we'll give that a go. Alright, the neutrals are spawning lots of units around, which is very annoying. So let's have a look and see what's happened.
Construction of a new temple.
Temple's been constructed, which is great. We've got all of these flying things around, which could potentially be a little bit of a pain. We'll deal with those ones that we can deal with. Nice and easy. Got some more over here. Easily wiped out. We need to go and loot that though, so let's get some units over there quickly as we can. It's going to take another turn. Let's carry on bombarding that thing. Didn't quite do as much damage as I wanted it to. Let's fire another shot at it. That did quite a bit. Didn't quite kill it. So we've broken our alliance. He's not going to be taught to us straight away, though, is he? That's the problem. No, he's not. Doesn't wish to speak to us, but we are still kind of friendly, so that's not too much of a problem. You're going to camp out there. I'm going to attack that because if I don't, it'll probably just attack my units anyway. You guys can continue to defend. Right, what are we going to do with you guys? We'll have a little look around first. So is that the impassable terrain? So it looks like it's a small area at least. Right, maybe I shouldn't have got that close to those guys, but we'll see what happens. If we need to move, we move. You guys are going to move forwards a little, so that you've got more chance of getting to that on the next turn. And I guess everybody else is just going to camp up. So, we can now produce ancient liches in the city of Bonefoot. If only we actually had enough gold to support building a bigger army. Maybe I shouldn't have accepted that offer of peace. I mean, it is my intention to take the red guy out by all means, but I was getting in a position where he was certainly doing a lot of damage to me with his units. Yeah, I thought these guys would come and have a go. Not really an awful lot of damage I can do to them, to be honest. So, what?
Excellency,
well, a lot of stuff.
Someone has humbly requested your aid.
So, first of all, we have a new... Right, we've got to kill the priestesses of Argrelia, or Grilia. 40 health, so they're not like they're going to be that difficult. Might be able to take them out, actually. And what do we get for doing that? We get some... Dance Macabre. Dance Macabre area of effect target plus surrounding hexes increases the movement speed of all friendly undead units. Interesting. Gives us a lot of gold, though. So hopefully we can get that sorted. We can construct a building over here. So that is probably the perfect time to have a I don't know. What do we do? Go for the fort, I think. The fort does more damage and it's got more resistance to melee. So probably go for that. We know about the new quest. We've already clicked on that. You get an upgrade. We'll give you resistance to elemental. Enemy at the gates, of course, is you guys. Which are going to be quite difficult to take out, but not impossible. You guys need to loot that. Now, and get back here. I don't think any of you guys can reach them to do any significant damage. So what I'm going to do is use you guys to try and take this out. That'll be one less problem to deal with later. Possibly. Still not quite dead yet. So much health and so much resistance. Take it if you can. You probably can't. Did 8 though. Oh no, critical hit. It's actually dead. So we can loot that now. Fantastic. Gives us a fiery weapon enchant and a hell of a lot of mana for doing that. So that was really worth it. So while we've got all that mana, let's see what these guys are resistant to. They've got resistant to everything except spirit magic, sadly. But I don't really have any spirit magic that I can really hit them with. At least I don't think so. Now, Fist of Crom's melee damage. They've got no resistance to melee damage. So have that. How long did that take to cast? Half a turn. Can we do 2? Not quite. We can hit them hard on the next turn for it. So, you camp up. I guess everyone else is just going to sit around and do nothing for the time being. Now, what do I do with you guys? I think the best thing to do is move you guys back through the portal for the time being. Because we've got this thing going on here. So you guys can stay there. Should I attack? Probably not a bad idea. They're quite weak. And we got them. So brilliant. So that gives us another lot of gold. I'm happy with that. Quite an easy quest. Let's have everybody else just sitting around and waiting for stuff to happen. And end that turn. Still want to try and get my alliance back on track with this guy if I can. But gold is the issue. Really need to find a way to increase that. So we'll have a go when we get the ability and the option to build some more buildings of trying to produce extra food. Let's see if that works. Spell is ready, and I've got nobody to cast it on, which is a shame. Except these wolves that have come through the portal. So, well, as I've already got it cast, I might as well hit you with it. Still not dead yet, though. It's an awful lot of health you have. Let's bring these knights back. Do you have enough movement left? No, you do not. You guys really need to heal up. Although, seems like you'll do a fair bit of damage. They have retreated, which is good. No, we don't want to send the unit into the portal, but we're going to use these units to attack. And that should be the end of the wolves. Yes, it is. Brilliant. We can construct a building, and we can construct it here as well. So, do we try and go for something like a craftsman's district, which would give us a straight 3 gold? A granary would give us an extra 50% food production. A bank would give us an extra 50% gold production. What gold are we... What city is this? This is Minotaurus. Now, Minotaurus is producing 7.6 gold. So, an extra 50% is only going to give us, like, what? 3.5 extra gold. Not an awful lot. Trollbridge Farm would give us 3 extra food. Craftsman's District would give us plus 3 gold. How much food are we getting from Minotauros? Minotauros is actually doing quite well for food. And Granary would give us an extra 50%. So, let us do that. Let us try and go for the food. Right, you guys, continue your pounding on the neutrals. Might be worth also trying to get some settlers over onto this piece of land at some point as well and have a look and see what's down there. We'll do a bit of exploring there in a little bit and see what we can find. You guys are going to go and have a little look up here actually, see if this bit of land connects to anything, because I'm not sure if it does. We'll probably find a load of nasties up there, but it's well worth having a look. Again, you guys might as well just camp out for the time being, because we're not actually at war, so doing anything seems a bit pointless. I'm also noticing here that the yellow guy's moving a lot of units into my land, which I'm not particularly thrilled about. We'll have to see what he is up to there. No, we can't speak to you yet, which is a shame. We'll try that again later. So let's end the turn, see what happens. At least he's not at war with us, that's one thing. So we're 123 turns in. We've managed to take one major city from the AI. That's still not the best work we've ever done. The yellow guy's drawing his units back, so that's quite nice. He's looting stuff with those. And the red guy is firing at our ally, is all I can assume, because I can't quite see there off the map.
Your Excellency, someone has humbly requested your aid.
So what have we got here? We have a new spell, which is Prosperity, which gives us an extra 40 population, but it is dispellable, which is a bit of a strange thing. So it might be worth having, though, Prosperity, because where do we need gold? Doomford or Bonefoot really need gold, to be honest. Are these the ones we have over here? Bonefoot, yeah, that could do with some gold. So we could always cast, if I can find it now, because I've lost it, Prosperity. It's a 2-turn cast, but we're going to cast it here and see what happens. We can research a new spell. What have we got? Greater Dispel, Nullify, removes all enchantments, dispels enchantments from any unit, Make Land Barren, True Sight, Greater Lands Rising. Now, target plus surrounding hexes raise the landscape of all hexes in the range. I'm just wondering if that works on water, actually. If you use raise landscape on a water hex, will it actually allow you to pass over them? That might be worth having a look at. We can construct something here. Wow, look how much it costs to produce Ancient Liches. 700 gold. 700 gold. 5 gold per turn for upkeep and 10 mana. But they do seem to have quite a lot of stuff. They're immune to death magic and have a 20... Oh, but they take extra damage from life magic. They can't be healed by life magic. They are unhindered by the terrain. They have a 75 resistance to missile because they're skeletons. That is... And resist 25 resistance to elemental magic as well. They have a unique ability, which is an area of effect that does 31.5 death magic. They are very nice units, but so incredibly expensive we could never hope to do that. So, Bonefoot is costing us gold. So can we produce more gold? We could build a graveyard. We don't have a great graveyard yet. Skeleton snipers. Wow, there's a lot of nice stuff here. We're going to go for the market for the time being, because what I actually want to get is some money. We can all... I haven't got any gold to build additional units anyway, but once we cast Prosperity here, it might actually help. We have a quest, target Demon Wood. We will get a nice magical robe and some gold and some mana. Now, where is this unit? It's actually in our borders. That, I think, we can deal with. It's not going to be easy to take out, though, because we know that these things do have a lot of health, and I don't actually have any units anywhere near. That's going to be problematic. I could bring my mages back, but then my mages are very likely to get attacked. That's not something that I'm keen on. What could I produce here that could potentially help? Well, nothing there. We don't have any offensive units. Let us build some hunters. We may be able to snipe them out from a distance. Okay, what else needs doing? You guys, I'm going to move you around the coast a little, just for the sake of exploration. And then get you to continue to fire at these units here. Oh, you didn't need to go that far. Let's move you back there and fire at these. Yeah, they take a lot more to kill because they're skeletons. So they have that missile resistance, which is a bit of a pain. So we'll continue to move you guys up. Yeah, it looks like this island is completely separated, so not an awful lot we can do there. You guys are just going to heal up. What do we do with you guys? We're going to start to take units through this portal soon, so I'm going to keep these guys here and just wait until we can get through the portal. So you guys are going to just wait it out. So hopefully on this next turn we will be able to speak to our ex-ally. And there we go, just as expected, the yellow guy has now decided that he wants to go to war with us. Isn't that just typical? Oh well, if that's something we have to do, that is something we have to do. But that'll be something for the next turn, because at the end of this video I'm going to leave it there at the end of this turn. He's now attacking one of my cities and doing a fair bit of damage to it as well, which is very, very annoying. So just quickly going to take our prosperity spell and cast it here, which should massively increase our population. Not sure we can build anything there yet, although there is a build icon, so we'll see what that's for. We're going to do as much damage as we can to these wolves that have randomly spawned here. Going to actually use one of my galleons to do some damage to them as well. And there we go, they are dead. You are going to fire at these crit bats actually, because they'll be nice and easy to kill. So we're at war with the yellow guy, as we know, because he is an arsehole and likes to do such things. Our fort is now completed. And it's actually here where we can build at Letumvicus. And that is generating us a little bit of gold, and it's generating us a little bit of food. It's probably not worth getting an extra 50% gold, because we're not producing all that much gold to begin with. But on the other hand... oh, we can build an air dockyard. I haven't actually seen that yet. A building of this type has already been built in one of your cities. I haven't seen the option to build an air dockyard, but building tax offices would allow us to build a bank and a vampire mansion, so I think we will go for that. We've got an enemy at the gates, of course, because we've got all the yellow guys now that are trying to get involved in the action. Going to do as much damage to them as we can. We are also going to drop a firestorm on the next turn, if at all possible. And of course, he's got his buildings here that are going to cause me a problem. Going to do as much damage to those as we can. Luckily, I do have some units that are quite close by. And can do a... then that's... you aren't the unit I wanted to move, sadly. It's always bound to go wrong. Can you get out of the way? Yes, you can. But that's probably gimped you from being able to get close enough. Oh no, you can, which is good. So, we'll take that out. Because that's just not happening, my friend. Still showing enemy at the gates. Of course, we've still got this guy to deal with. Critical hit. Not an awful lot else we can do there. You guys might as well finish your little explore, but yeah, there's nothing else really up there that you can do. I might pop them through the portal, actually, just to see what's through there. Everyone else can heal up. Yep, you too. And you can just go back onto defensive, and that's pretty much it for the turn. So I'm going to leave it there. We've got a few things that we need to deal with on the next video, including thwarting off the attack from the yellow guy and trying to get our alliance back with the elf, unless we can do that now. Will he talk to us? Yes, he will. Declare alliance, and he won't reject. So brilliant. So we're now going to be allies again with him. So there we go. That's us done for this video. So until next time, goodbye for now.